Hey everyone, it's Dee's and Turtle Dove. I'm doing well, I hope you are too. I have been in a little bit of a crafting slump, I must say, over the last week or two. I haven't done an awful lot, so I'm just getting into doing some projects the last couple of days. I've just been busy with other things. You know how sometimes life just is busy for you and you just got to put some things on the back burner. Well, that's what happened. So nothing serious. I've just sort of, been busy in other areas. But I wanted to do a little project share because I want to send a couple of the things off. And before I do that, I wanted to share it with you quickly. Now these are actually called accordion folders or pouches, or I guess you can even say an accordion file. They're really handy to share as flat mail. We all know how expensive mail can get. So this is a good way if you just want to send a couple of little things to do that. So anyway, I watched a channel called Chasing Dreams, and I watched one of her older videos from, I think it was the beginning of last year, was it? I think so. And she had watched the paper letter and learnt how to make these accordion folders. So she was, the Chasing Dreams, she was giving a project share, and I thought, oh, they just look so easy and fun to do. So I went over to the Paper Letters channel. She has a tutorial, so I'll link both their channels below. And I had a go of it, and I really enjoyed making these. So I shall show you. This is the front. I've got 3 of them. I want to make a whole lot more, and you can make them in whatever size you like. So I've just used this beautiful rose paper and embellished it with some lace, and I used the buttons as a closure with this cotton twine. And I'm always nervous undoing these things because sometimes you can't tell which way they've been wound around. And I finished, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but there's some glossy accents on there that I've done. There you go, you can see the shine. So I've just placed that, you know, over, not everywhere, just here and there. And I also used some distress ink just on the edges, and that's the back. I didn't glossy accent the back at all because I don't want it, if you're sort of setting it down, I don't want it rubbing on that. But I put some on the top, on the flap here. So this is what it looks like. So you use you can use any paper you like, but on the tutorial on the paper letter she used old books, and this is an old, have I got it here? It's an old pruning book from the 80s that I had, and I know how to prune. So I haven't used that book for so long. There's one with the picture on it. You can't really see, but it just gives it that vintage feel. And I distressed the edges of that and just stuck all these pages together to give that accordion effect. And you can make as many as you like, and you can fill them with some little goodies for the recipient. So, for instance, in this one, you've got to try and keep it flat too. Obviously, you know, if you're going to make it bulky, well then you've got to adjust the folds. You can make 2 folds a little bit wider apart, and then you can, and the same as on the top, you can sort of fill more in. So I just filled it with the same cardstock and wrapped some lace that I used around that, and I punched some flowers out and filled it with sequins, and I glossy accented some of the cutouts and others I left plain, and I distressed the edges again on that. And this one here, I just have some of that same cardstock that I distressed and wrapped some washi tape over that and filled it with some little hearts I had with leftover paper, so I don't throw much out. And then I have some of these pearl hearts, flat back hearts, and the little round ones, and I just placed those in a nice plastic bag to keep them safe. And this one has the, I think it's called baker's twine, fancy baker's twine. Wrap that around some of that cardstock too, and that's what I used at the front of here. Just tied some little beads on the end of that. And what else do I have? One more. Just made a little card. Glossy accents on that as well, and the distressed look, and then I stamped a bird on this little envelope and just thought I'd place that in there as well. So you can sort of just put in whatever you have, as long as it's reasonably flat. So I just love how this turned out. So this is going out for some happy mail. I've got 2 to sort out, and you just wind that around like that. So doesn't that look neat? I love that accordion effect. It's so nice. So there's that one. Here's another one. I might keep this one aside for a giveaway, which I want to do not for a while. I want to try and gather a few little things up first. I want to just get this happy mail out the way first, and then I can concentrate on a giveaway, which I haven't done on this channel before. And I would love to hold challenges, but I don't want to put my address out there for everyone to see. I've got 2 channels, and not so often that's happened, but just a couple of times you get some not so nice people, and I don't really want to put my address out there. So until I get until I organise something else, some way of you sending me things, yeah, I'll just have to hold off for the challenges, unfortunately. I'll still take part in challenges, I don't mind doing that. I just pick and choose who I give my address to. Yeah, so just got to be careful out there, guys. But anyway, yeah, this I want to put away for the giveaway, hopefully in about a month or so, but don't hold me to that. So this one, I just stuck some of these Velcro dots on there for the closure. I distressed the edges again, and this one just has hearts. Then I punched some little hearts out with the leftover paper, punched a scallop circle out there and put a resin flat back button, or whatever you call it, on there. Another little flower, some little green hearts. I love lime green. And there's the back. So I left that quite simple. And again, I used the pages from that pruning book and distressed the edges of that. And again, just filled it with goodies. I just made I had some ready-made tags, and I placed some washi tape around that. There's some little wooden, forget what you call them now, little pansies, sort of more autumny colours there, that you can use at any time of the year. There's just some little cutouts in here. I stamped that as well. I think you can barely see the bird on that. I think I made a mistake and used the distress ink instead of normal ink. But it sort of gives it an old worldy type feel to it because it sort of looks a bit faded. And then I added some of these hearts that I've used at the front. Pop that in a little bag with some sequins. And in the front pocket, what's happening here? Something's come apart. Okay, I'm going to have to fix that. For the first time I've used these glue rollers, and this one must have come apart, and then of course the bag has moved over. I'm going to have to make sure that's going to stick down. And in the front of this, I've just previously I've made a embellished envelope, mini envelope, so I thought I'd place that one in there for a gift. That's nice and flat. So that's that one. I wouldn't mind making a big one for myself just for storage. I think they look really nice. Now last, this is a bit of a different style. Now this is going out for Happy Mail, and I'm hoping to post this tomorrow. So this one's a bit of a different shape. It's more, these are more oblong, rectangular. This one's more square. So I used the Velcro dots again for the closure, just put a rhinestone at the front there. I zigzag cut the flap. Again I used, I have a whole heap of these little mini envelopes that I've embellished, so I thought I'd use that up. This lady loves unicorns, so I thought she would love that one. And then I just placed some of this frill strip that I have underneath, and this time I used some, this paper was gifted me from a viewer, pretty rainbow colours, and so you don't have to use old books, you can use any paper that you like. And I just placed some goodies in here, some stickers. I won't show you everything, but you get the idea from the other two that I showed you. Now this one, let's just count the pockets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I've used 5 pockets in all 3 that I made. So next time I might maybe put in 8 pockets. So you just got to adjust the whole thing accordingly. Obviously it's going to be fuller, so you can make these top folds a little bit wider. And I did the same thing to the bottom as well. Okay guys, so that is my little project share. I'm going to come on after recording this, and I'm going to show you what I've done so far on Reader's Journal. So I hope you enjoyed this, guys. I'll leave the links to how you can make this, and from the paper letter and also Chasing Dreams channel. I'll leave both their links below so you can go check them out. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.